How?
I mean, and you got to, you know, and thanks for being a big sponsor here tonight.
You're welcome.
It's incredible. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Right.
So back up a little bit. What is killing us is the media, you know, monopoly within our country is killing us, because I watched probably one of the most historic speeches ever given by a president, which was roughly a week and a half ago, when Donald Trump stood in not in the Oval Office, but he was up off in one of the I think they call it like the Lincoln Room, and but anyways, he was standing there and he gave this speech, about 45-minute speech. Is that everybody watch? It was kind of in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, it's actually, in history, it's one of the most historic speeches any United States president has ever given, because it's the first type of speech of its kind, because we've never been in this situation. We've never been in this situation that we're in. Never. Okay, never. So he gave this speech, and it was a great, great speech, because he basically said, look, if it was a free and fair election, I'll walk off the field. But he goes, it wasn't. And he went on to talk about, and not ramble, which he does sometimes. You know, and sometimes that's not a bad thing, because he needs to vent to the American people, which he's great at. But he gave that speech. He didn't go into beating up on Biden. He talked about America first. Okay? He talked about the future of our country. He talked about what was happening to the fabric of it. Okay, and of course, this is even this crazy Supreme Court ruling that they showed they lacked enormous courage. They had none. So what does that mean? The answer to your question is, and to your concern is, are we going to let this happen? Are we going to let this occur? And that's why I say that the American people know what is right. Back to the heart. We all know what's right in the heart of this country. And what's right in the heart of this country is that guy that's sitting in the White House right now, he won 4 more years.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Now, to jump to sort of what does that mean? Because he won. And I think that it'll continue to play out. I believe strongly that it'll play out. So, what is Donald Trump? What does he represent? Donald Trump represents what I call, and I've described this many times, a strategic speed bump in the history of the United States of America. So you all drive down the road, right? You drive down the road and you come upon a speed bump, and you got to slow your car down. Well, this country was on a fast track to socialism.
That's right.
Okay, we were on a fast track to socialism. I mean, moving fast. I know it. I know it. They didn't like it because of what, you know, the things that I was talking about. So that's okay. So this country is on a fast track to socialism, and all of a sudden, and the people of this country recognize it. And all of a sudden, here comes along Donald Trump, and he wins. He hits it, you know. So socialism took a speed bump, you know, hit a speed bump, and he slowed it down. And I say strategic because 8 years, is that enough to stop this train that's coming down the track called socialism? I don't know. I don't know.